All right, we are back with the remake, Game 3. This time I think everything is the way it should be, although wasn't there like a game a year ago or 2 years ago? Somebody picked the wrong hero and they couldn't remake? I swear it included like PPD.
Nice. Monet on Life Stealer. That's all I care now. I got this. Setsu is on win condition. He doesn't need to rotate. He doesn't know how to rotate. And Life Stealer is going to rotate. That's the recipe for success.
Also, this is a ranked all pick
What?
lobby,
All pick?
it said. That's what it said. So does
So
this
what?
count for their MMR?
Plus 30. Ready for plus 30?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Even
saying.
more
There's
on the
more
line?
on the line.
I hope we get the plus 30 as well, regardless of who win.
Yeah, I could use the MMR.
We're in
Ooh,
the
the
lobby,
arrow.
so the arrow of doom.
September missing the arrow. Not that I think it would have gotten them a kill, but setting up 3v3. They could set up an arrow with a magic missile. It certainly gives you time to get a stun out there and then an arrow. But let's see.
The battle begins.
Doesn't look like they're gonna contest this bounty rune. Ends up being 2 apiece, which at least for Newbee would have been better in the previous game when they had the Alchemist. They're gonna shift over the Venge towards top.
It's too late. You don't have the alchemist now. It's too late.
Game's over. Can't go back. So, which lane are you looking at the most right now? Is it which lane is giving the most kill potential for both teams?
Probably top lane. Not very sure. Bot lane as well has some kill potential when Mirana has more levels, level 2. When they can set up with the spear on the Mars, then they can try to kill the Bane. Don't think they can kill the Void unless Void makes a mistake.
Although if he's off time walk level 1, 24-second cooldown, and they land a spear onto a tree, that's gonna get followed up with an arrow, right?
There is a chance. If he plays his cards right, the risk is gonna be minimal.
I couldn't help myself.
I mean, top lane, you see Waishi bullying the bench. Bench is
Dead
really,
for
really
first
weak
blood?
hero at level 1, and he took the stun instead of the wave of terror, which I'm not sure if that's the right call, even though he did get buff.
Just need one more
But I think
bash
for the
here.
lane, for the lane wave of terror is better. And
Should
bot
be able to
lane
get the kill on a
Flybane,
Flybane. Ooh,
no,
Gets
it's
south.
fine. He has bot wall, so no setup for arrow. Okay, don't think September is gonna be too happy about that.
it's an early level in Bulwark, which is not too common in Mars picks that we've been seeing.
He might have gotten it just to survive that gang. Not very sure. It could be useful in the lane against a melee hero. So it's definitely gonna help.
At least for now, not too far off of having himself that level 3, so all will be right in
So
the world
far,
again.
So far, Centaur is doing the best out of all the core heroes. In a lane where Lifestealer, I expected Lifestealer to do better, but the Venge didn't go for Terror. That's why it's affecting the laning phase right now. He's gonna stack the pull camp. This Centaur is gonna bully this Lifestealer a lot right now because of the mishap that happened in the early levels. And Phoenix TPing mid, arrow.
She's here.
He's level 3. There's no way they fight him. Phoenix is level level 3. He has 2 points in the Fire Spirit. Yeah,
So
I'm not fighting him.
So far, it seems like Newbee are really dominating the early parts of this laning phase, and I know it's not much of a split and only a 1,000 net worth lead, but just early on, it seems like a couple of miscues from Royal Never Give Up in specific areas.
Yep, the lane is going very poorly for Dire right now. Newbee is doing amazing across all 3 lanes. And we see a teleport to middle. Not sure what this TP is meant to do. They're trying to land a stun into arrow.
Oof, don't land the
But
arrow,
it's
And now
too
Super
difficult
might
on
just
level
be
1.
dead. And they'll lose the Venge, and that rotation ends up just hurting them. Got the Nightmare out onto Setsu. Pulled off, though, from the Mirana of September. They'll kill the Courier. And this is a hasted Bane looking to get something done, but they'll only just get themselves the 1 kill on Venge.
They needed to use the Astral for the arrow instead of the stun. No, Bench level 1 stun is not gonna cut it when the Mirana is so far away. Astral, arrow, nice one.
Can they finish him off, though? Do they have the damage? It looks like they do, and this is a good revenge pick there onto AQ. Nicely done by September.
Time for the bounty runs. Radiant seems like they're in position to get at least 3. Bane is gonna get 2 bot. Phoenix is gonna get 1. Alright, Radiant probably has 4 runes here. Oh boy.
Oh, double leap.
Alright, 3 runes. 3 runes. This is not looking good for Dire right now. Laning phase has been a disaster.
Yeah, it really has not gone right, but they did get that kill over mid if they can rotate and get another one, which is what they're looking to do around this around
The
these
Radiant
siege
is
creeps.
ready. They have all the wards, so sculpting those movements. Phoenix is there to make sure that he can take the lane and stop the push, and Storm is jungling because he's still low. I think this is a really good move here by Newbee. They're very good at understanding who should be doing what. I might not like their drop overall, but they are making all the correct plays in the game.
I like that September's just using the arrows here to take these creeps in this stack. Take some gold out of the hands of this Storm.
And he should be killing the catapults with arrows, to be honest. So look at the wards. So they want to play really aggressive. He's going to place 1 more deep ward. He has 1 more. He's going for the courier. I mean, that's going to give away the ward. Alright, they already dewarded it anyway, so whatever.
And he spots AQ, who is level 6. But
Yeah, he's not going to be
September,
able to kill him.
he's got 2 leaps. Has an escape just in case. I mean, a very quiet start to the early parts of this game.
I mean, if he kills this courier, he's probably giving away another ward.
Under attack.
I mean, I should think, I'm not sure if it's worth it though. Those 2 wards are pretty huge. So right now, state of the game wise, Lifestealer is still doing okay at top. I mean, Centaur is slightly ahead, 400 go ahead. Not slightly ahead, but ahead by a decent margin. There's not much Dai can do right now, apart from the Astral Arrow. So Mirana is looking around middle, and Venge just needs to get ready the TP if he's needed. Astral Arrow and TP into the Magic Missile. I mean, there's no play bot, they can't kill them, so it's very limited what they can do at the moment.
For Newbee, so far, it's setting up to be a pretty good start. They've been moving around the map really well.
And the hero that's supposed to move for Dire later is the
They're
Lifestealer,
gonna
and
look
he's...
for the OD, pull the Nightmare off. Now they've got the Chrono coming in from Mugi that hits on both of them. Magic Missile hits the Faceless Void, but they've got the Electric Vortex to take out Setsu. A good rotation there from Newbee. High committal with a lot of heroes coming mid, but the value's there. You might even get a +1 on Super.
2 re- This is a level 2 hero.
Is under attack.
Stampede
Oh, it's
committed.
top lane.
Monet is Getting chased by Wizard now under the tower. Double damage, or double edge, not the double damage to get the kill there onto the Lifestealer. Things falling apart for Royal Never Give Up early. They rotate over Flywin as well as September. But this is still a tough kill to get. He used the arrow to lay down the arena, and he doesn't. Yeah, he does not have a meter. Wow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, this game is gonna be super hard right now for Dire. This is all happening because the Centaur had too good of a lane, man. This guy is way too strong right now. Oh, yeah, this game is a disaster. And Void is happily farming. Lifestealer rotates to bot right now because he feels like he can't go top against the Centaur anymore. Centaur is way too strong, but I don't think he's that comfortable farming at bot too. So what Raiden needs to do right now is just to kick him out of bot. I think once they have Chrono, they should be able to do that. It's in 70 seconds. And before that happens, there will be a bounty rune and outpost in 30 seconds. The Wizard is trying to secure the top outpost. Mid lane, we see a ball in.
Super.
Easy kill.
Arrow comes in, not gonna land, misses the mark. Super ends up dead. Weishi gets credit for the kill there, 6-1 in favor of Newbee.
I have a feeling Dire is gonna lose all the bounty runes right now.
They might even lose both outposts.
This is bad. This is snowballing too quickly out of control.
They still got it. Spear or not.
Double outpost and at least, what, 2 bounty runes, right? Lifestealer is gonna have to do the slave job, picking up the rune for his team.
Mid again. They get the kill there on
Astro.
AQ, a big one to pick up.
Yep,
Using
Astro
that
into
Astro
arrow.
as the arrow.
Yeah, it is so important that they get something on the board rolling, you know. Everything has been going against them so far. So second catapult spawn. Phoenix is level 6. Radiant should look to push the tower right now. They have Chronosphere. Void is still staying bottom though. He needs to be careful not to get hit by arrow. Avenge stun into arrow. He could still die. I mean, preferably he rotates to some other lane to get a kill. He feels he's very strong right now. That's why he's deciding to stay bot. He wants his team to come here. Let's see if they're gonna smoke. They should smoke with the Phoenix. They should come. Yep. They're coming with the Phoenix.
Radiant's bottom
Storm has a TP, right? Storm has TP. Centaur has TP. Okay, this is gonna be a big fight for Raiden. If they win this fight, they're in very good position in this game.
Got the Venge, Mirana, and now the Mars coming over. There's the Icarus dive as well as the Supernova out. Chronosphere committed to this one.
Nice
They don't
lead.
have the swap because it hit on the Venge as well. Fiend's Grip comes down on the Lifestealer. There's the Arena of the Ball Lightning coming through. They've got the Spear onto the face of Void, but it's not going to matter. Now they've got themselves the Sunray burning down on a Flywin. Time Dilation hits 3 of these heroes, so things are getting really tough for the side of Royal Never Give Up as they lose themselves a second. Setsu makes the rotation. They've got a 3v5 now. Actually, a 3v4 with Centaur still sticking towards top, and they'll at least get Faith.
Oh, that was an amazing chrono by Mugi. Caught the bench at the edge there. He was really patient though. The moment his team is TVing, he didn't chrono. He waited for the egg. That's a perfect combo. You want the egg to go first, then the chrono on top of it. So that was very well done. Good execution there by Newbee.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And once again, Dire is still trying to claim this tower. And Raiden has no interest in defending it without their spells. Good move again. Leaving the Phoenix here for the dead lane. And the rest of the core should be up here.
Wizard eats a spear and a God's Rebuke, but I'm not really flinching too hard on that.
Radiant's bottom tower
Bane is coming top to set up for the kill.
Rotates
He
over.
needs
He's
to
got,
place a deep observer.
he's got Storm.
This is not that easy for them to set up on the map. But still, they are farming across all 3 lanes. Centaur's pushing all the way top. Bane is being a bodyguard to break the smoke. That's X. Storm push up mid, goes to the jungle. Phoenix is playing the dead lane. Everything is very smooth right now for Raiden. They should be planning a smoke around the Chronosphere's time. 40 seconds. Dire should reclaim this area. They have to kick this pesky centaur out of the top lane. He's actually getting way too much.
Top lane net worth by a significant margin, and now they'll go with the hook stop as well as the double edge out on the Flywin. Monet comes top to try and get this kill on a wizard, but he's got the Stampede, Magic Missile, as well as the swap that brings him back into the hands of Monet. TP attempt, but the spear again pushes him further out. Setsu gets a kill on a Faith, and it looks like it'll be a second here for Royal Never Give Up if they can just get their hands around Wizard, and they do.
Yep, just a little bit too cocky. The centaur being punished. I preferably they are doing this move, but only the Bane dies, not the centaur. But both of them, not all is lost. Boy is pushing up bot, Storm's farming mid, Phoenix pushing top. They're still happy with the outcome. There's still an exchange, you know. Perfect. If it's perfect, the centaur doesn't have to die. But right now, they should still be able to resume controlling here with the centaur. Void has Chronosphere up, so let's see what they do with this Chronosphere. They should really use it to try to win the next bounty room. Dire uses a scan, so they know the Void is still bot. But I think Radiant should move bot. Do they have TPs on the Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix have TP with Chronosphere. They could contest here, but we'll see what happens. RNG is moving in. Void has TP. There's no vision for Radiant around this area. Void is TPing top. This could be big.
Head towards top.
Does Dire know the Void is here? That's the question.
Nay quickly on the run, Mugi. Not showing himself just yet, but eventually he'll go over to these creeps and give away the knowledge that he is towards top.
Yep. The lead is not going out of control for Radiant, so that's good news for Dire. Setsu has his Aghanim's completed. With an Essence Ring, we see a smoke up. Faith leading the
Magic
way.
Missile. Now they've got themselves the
Chronosphere.
Ball Lightning coming through, as well as the Electric Vortex. Fiend's Grip committed here onto the Lifestealer. They're looking for the Chronosphere. They'll grab it onto 2. It hits the Centaur, as well as the Supernova popping. They'll get the kill onto the Venge. They look over for the rest, as they had the Astral Imprisonments to try and save these heroes, but it won't do the job. Monet ends up dead.
That's at least it wasn't the OD though. Lifestealer again, remind you, is a support call here. OD is the win condition. All you care at this stage is keeping OD and he's farming. And eventually he's gonna one-shot everyone with the Sand basically. Without the Chronosphere, Dire wants to defend this tower, so Centaur doesn't really want to overstay his welcome. They all have to back off. Spear. Oh! Okay.
Astral on 1. Arrow comes in, as well as the Spear. Oh, Weishi.
That's good for Radiant, losing only just the support there, and being able to push the bot lane all the way out. Oh dear, Void. He got greedy, he went to the low ground to farm.
Astral again, Faith trying to save his friend, and now they've got the Nightmare out on the Mars, but they've got the stun hitting on the Mugi, so a couple of kills handed over to Royal Never Give Up and potentially a tier 1 tower.
Greedy, he is not a hero that can clear the creeps fast, and he is on the line. He is not a low priority target. He is not allowed to clear the creeps there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So right now, Dire wants to continue this momentum with a slope, trying to pick off the storm, but I think he senses something is gone, backing off, and he does use the scan to great effect. But he wants to wait for his TP to come off cooldown, use Ball Lightning, clear 1 or 2 waves, and back. That would be the most efficient move here. They have to be more careful not to give up too many of these kills, you know, as Radiant, even though they had a slight lead from the lanes. Now the lead has dwindled or even disappeared, you know, for Radiant. They have Chronosphere back up. Let's see what can they get from this Chronosphere. Can they get Roshan or can they get the OD kill? Those are the two things they want. And Void wants his BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Void originally, he had Mjolnir queued up, but now going into the BKB, which I think will probably at the end of the day be the better choice for him.
No way he finishes the mirror. There's no freaking way. He's
yeah.
gonna be just controlled in the fights and die.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that we've talked about is, you know, the proper time to pick up that BKB and how we've seen some players wait on a BKB for an item or two, and it ends up really hurting them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Too many to keep count, Ben. There's too many situations that happen in this. I want to try to delay my BKB that one tad more. And then you can get BKB the next game.
You've made enough time to pick it up next game.
So Dire is gonna want to look for a fight now. I think they're gonna be. Actually, never mind. You wanna wait for the BKB on the OD. So right now they're gonna just try to like maintain their area, defend whatever area that the OD wants to farm. Try to break even with the bounty runes and the outposts, and you should be okay. Once the OD has BKB, and that's go time. This wrap around could be huge. I'm not sure about Dire trying to push this tower. It's putting them in a very vulnerable position. So they are gonna know that the outpost is taken. They're trying to run back over. They see the void at bottom.
Radiant's top tower.
And Radiant is not that confident on taking the fight though. I think they should have stood on the high ground. Void could have TP'd in if they wanted to stay. Now they're standing on this observer ward, but I don't think Dire is gonna walk there. They just want to secure the runes.
Unfortunately, it was the Void's TP just coming off cooldown now, so I feel like the timings just didn't work on
okay. That makes sense. Okay, I didn't realize he didn't have TP. Thank you, Ben.
Anytime, I got you. But it definitely seems odd.
OD is halfway there to the BKB. And how about Void? Void is 700 gold short. No, actually, never mind. My fail. 900 gold short.
Yeah, about it. Keeping their distance too. It was a little bit more aggressive early for Newbee. I think they felt that there's definitely potential in the fight of Royal Never Give Up, and they've backed off and tried to stay a little bit more conservative on picking up and waiting on this BKB here for Mugi. But in terms of BKBs, both Setsu and Mugi having one, who comes out the victor?
Depending on execution. Like, if they can get the chrono on the... They need to get the Venge and the OD, because of the saves. If he doesn't get those heroes, he won't be able to kill anyone in the chrono. I think at most he gets one hero, maybe the OD or the Venge, and then he needs to rely on the Storm has to get the other. If Void gets Venge, Storm needs to get OD. If Void gets OD, Storm needs to get the Venge vice versa. So it's all about the execution. I mean, for RNG, it's all about surviving the chrono. If the chrono is popped and no one dies, they have the pipe, they have the infest to beef up the OD, they have the swap. If the chrono is casted and no one died, Dire is gonna win the fight. And the Roche is going low, Dire is arriving.
And they're going to look to try and take this fight. They look over immediately at Faith. They'll get the kill on a one, and now the Icarus dive over. I believe the Phoenix was hit by an arrow on the Icarus dive. They get the kill on a Wei Shi. They've already taken out two. They've got themselves a swap as well as the Arena of Blood to lock down this Centaur. They'll get the kill on a Wizard. That's 3 heroes dead on the side of Newbee. They'll buy back on this Bane, but it's already over.
OD has arrived in the game. Didn't even need to use ultimate. Well, nice deny, and you're gonna have a dieback.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He does not have a
Might
TP.
actually be pointless to chase him down, no? The cost should go and just farm.
Oh, but no, they'll find him.
I mean, this agony on OD is... this is actually...
He got it so fast, too.
No, it's not just the 2 charges, It's the you have to remember the 300 bonus cast range, which can make such a big difference in the fight, especially against Chronosphere. I mean, that's why I always wonder why players don't get it sometimes. I really dislike the force stuff into... You only get force stuff if you have to, but otherwise you get agony right away. Or even the other day we saw a Midas OD, that was like, wow, that was terrible.
It feels like it gives you so much because you're also, you're getting the cast range, you're getting the 2 charges, but you're also then that's giving you the 6 stacks on sanities.
And,
Like,
and it makes you tanky. You have stats, you have HP. It's just a great all-round item for OD. It's the perfect item for OD. So that was a big 5-1, and it's now Dire control of the game so far. After the disastrous laning phase, Lifestealer is gonna have that's gonna boost his fighting potential a lot.
good rage. Now they've got the spear as well as the arena. Sunray to try and survive with the magic missile onto the storm. AQ now needs the ball lightning away. Faith moving forward. Has the nightmare out, but there's the swap. They get Wizard out of this one, but the double swap coming in. Magic missile's out. They get the kill on a Faith. Did they get him out? The arrow! Woo! And the spear. Wizard so far avoiding danger, but needs to navigate through these trees, and unfortunately, God's Rebuke doesn't care about pathing. It'll just kill you through the trees.
Big sequence of events the last couple of minutes. That's why I like their lineup overall. Like the Radiant lineup, even though Newbee played really well throughout the early to mid game, they have a very gradient line. They have a lot more limitations compared to the Dire lineup. So it's showing right now. Dire is playing a lot faster, and the spear, AQ getting a bit desperate. That arrow is gonna come next, and a dead storm is next.
Yeah, AQ taken out of existence there, down for 62 seconds, and this is really fallen out of favor for Newbee, who once had themselves a couple thousand net worth lead, now down 7,000, and it has been Setsu just making things happen.
Radiant's middle tower has
Onto the high ground they
Storm
go.
has buyback, so he doesn't really want to use the buyback. It is bad, very bad for Radiant.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Monet. Arrow just missing here. But still continuing to maintain their positioning and their posture onto the high ground. They're waiting for a fight. Everything available here for the side of Newbee, but they don't have the Void in base just yet. He's farming off them over towards mid. And finally he'll TP back.
You need the best chrono from the Void, man. Phoenix dives in, pops the egg, and a chrono on top. Oh no, arrow.
White Shadow, now they look over at the Centaur, they've got the Spear. They're starting to clump together. Mugi looking for an opportunity to get himself out a Chronosphere. As they'll buy back on the
Nice
Centaur,
grip.
now they look over. They've got themselves the Fiend's Grip out onto this Lifestealer. And
Egg.
they'll look to get the first kill on a Monet, but he's not down just yet. He armor toggles. There's the Chrono on a 3. They get the kill on a September. Now they look for the rest, but the swap out. Setsu now able to survive. They get the kill on the Super. They'll buy back on September. They look over at Monet with the Sunray on him, as well as the Spirit Vessel. Bash comes through from Mugi. They'll use the Stampede. They look to get this kill on a Flywind. Going back with the Electric Vortex. They've got the damage, the silence, and the kill. And meanwhile, a little bit further up, Monet, Spirit Vessel on him. Weishi with a triple kill. Newbee. I mean, it cost them some buybacks, but they hold
That
tall.
was worth it. That's well worth it. Buying time for their greedier line. Farm and scale, you know. That was a huge chrono there by Mugi. He needed to deliver, and he did that fight. That egg was also a very well placed egg by Weishi, right on the high ground here. And the Mirana and Storm committed to kill the egg, but couldn't finish it on time. So once again, Newbee with the better execution takes the fight.
So still, though, despite the hold, down 7k.
Yep, Dire right now has to try to smoke and kill the. You want to kill the heroes that bought back. So who are the heroes that got bought? Centaur, Bane, who else? Yeah, Centaur and Bane. Those are the two heroes you want, especially Centaur. You want to try to kill him, right? And Roshan is going to be opening up soon, so that will be nice. Kill the Centaur, get Roshan. That should be the plan after they shuffle all the lanes. 28 minutes rune spawning. Both sides have vision across the river, so they see each other. Oh, nice. Paladin sword. This is great for the lifestealer.
Can do even more of his namesake. Steal some
Sometimes you
more.
wonder, Gaben have a favorite team, you know?
I feel like he would, right?
Just by looking at the item drops, the neutral items. When a team needs a repair kit, they get a repair kit. When a team needs whatever they need, whatever it is, paladin, sword, flicker, ninja. What's the best late game neutral item? Minotaur Horn. No, what's the name of
Is under attack.
the item that gives you the stats? What's the item?
I think Illusionist Cape is pretty good, in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
yeah. That one's inbound. A swap top wizard gets a blink, but
Wizard?
no way. He's the one with
Gets-
buyback that used the buyback last fight. Why is
this
he
is
in,
Centaur dying.
Why was he farming here? He was here. What? He was so greedy. All right, you deserve to die. Sorry, wizard. You had a brilliant first 2 games, but this game not so. Sorry, man.
He's dead and
Well, if the
potentially
Dire
Roche will
moves to
respawn.
Roche- Yeah, if the Dire moves to Roche and Roche has like a short spawn, that is Roche for Dire. 30 seconds. We will know.
This
And
is
Radiant has
this is
smoked up,
where
and-
this is where Gaben shows his true colors. If it's an instant Roche spawn, he's favoring Royal Never Give Up. It's not just the neutral items, Winter. Spear, but
Oh.
Nightmare out onto the Mars. Nothing more to come from that.
Alright, I think the game is gonna make an announcement soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the time? 2 minutes. He favors Newbee.
What the game's telling us. Phoenix
This
going
boy
into
is
that axe. Ooh.
this boy is starting to pack a punch, you know. Yeah, he's dealing a lot of damage right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Weishi's done a very good job this game. He's 5-2 and 7 on this Phoenix. The Spare Vessel was very quick from him. And on top of which is, hold on, they get the kill on the Super. He's getting into this Ags, and I feel like, other than the fight that happened over Roche where he ended up getting hit by the arrow, he's thrown down some great Supernovas.
He's going for Aghanim's. Is that the game-changing item though? That's what I mean, I guess you can refresh Storm's HP and mana. But I feel like items Halberd, Shiva, they're all quite useful in this game. I would
Max
definitely prefer to go
Centaur.
for the Halberd against the OD person. They have a ward here. This ward could be a game changer.
Ball lightning forward. They've got the Moonlight Shadow coming in. Flyby. He'll get pulled in with the Electric Vortex as well as the Supernova getting used. And can they get the kill here onto the Mars and maybe a +1? The BKB is popped by Mugi. They've got the Sunray
He's
on
so
top. The Astro
tanky.
Imprisonment from Setsu, but they've got the Nightmare out as well as the Chronosphere Fiend's Grip from Faith. Look at the positioning coming in, but Monet gets the kill. So no, he'll no longer be in the Fiend's Grip. However, it's not going to matter. They get the kill on Setsu. The Electric Vortex now out onto Monet as the damage coming in from the Faceless Void is heavy, but he's been disarmed for a moment. Just Setsu dead on the side of Royal Never
Oh,
Give
yes,
Up, but he
no
doesn't have
buyback.
buyback, and now they get the kill on the Centaur. He doesn't have buyback as well. Monet falls. Now September joining him in the grave. They look over at this Venge to take out Super.
Once
Just-
again, Ben, Newbee has the better execution. They knew who they needed to go on. Chronosphere on OD, and that was actually a really good initiation from Phoenix initially to start things out against the Mars. Playing with the vision.
Dire's
what?
bottom
MVP.
tower is under attack.
This word right here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Now Roche is up, so it should be Newbies to take, and just like that, game is even.
Dire are scanning.
Game is not even, Ben. The greedier lineup is online. The Void, Storm, double win condition lineup.
I do recall lack of faith when the drafts were
Oh,
shown.
outplayed. He got the nightmare. 5 win. Roche is gonna be.
Oh boy, this is gonna be Super and
Yeah, all
Flywin
dead.
both dead. Icarus dive over, no way to save this Mars. He's surrounded by the Radiant side. They'll get the kill here eventually. Spear locks up this Storm, but not really enough to keep him alive. Ball lightning all the way over, and they'll slow him down and get the kill.
No
Dire's
buyback.
middle tower is under attack.
Newbee is in full control right now of this game. RNG has to do the correct things in a team fight. They need to make sure that the Chronosphere does not land on the OD. The OD needs to be very, very careful with his positioning. Everyone else can get Chrono, but not the OD.
Oh, they'll find the Centaur.
Nice try. Nice one. No sentry.
Dire's middle
The sentry
tower
was
has
too
been denied.
good usage of the Moonlight Shadow. That was the first time I've seen the Moonlight Shadow used well this game for RNG. Chronosphere is coming off cooldown 4 seconds. So once the Centaur is up, they should be able to play aggressive again. But I still feel like this OD, he could still be a game changer. If the Chrono is not on the OD and he's able to use Astra to save his teammate, he could blow anyone up with a Hex that clicks plus ultimate. There is no proper save on the Radiant team except for the defensive sleep, which is not that reliable right now. They need this center to get an Aghanim so he can make sure no one gets blown up by the OD.
They're going to
Alright,
fight
they
from the
need a-
low ground onto the high ground. Monet shows himself, but there's the forward movement from Setsu. Chronosphere comes in. They'll save the Phoenix, although he's in the Chronosphere, so he can put down the Supernova immediately.
Oh,
They
no.
look over at Setsu, who pops the BKB. He's on the run, though, from both Mugi as well as AQ. They've got Flywin trying to stop them with the Arena, but they get the kill into the ODs. Down for 82 seconds with no buyback. Super joins them in death, and it might even be
Alright,
more.
that's game. That should be game. 80 seconds with no buy. And this Mars as well has no buyback.
No,
think they-
none of them have buyback.
I felt that was so risky. They were running up and they had only 4 heroes. Yeah, sure, he plays the observer ward here, but they had 4 heroes. They only had 4 heroes. The Mirana was who was the one missing? Mirana was not there.
So now you have to try and survive a minute without your Mars, 50 seconds without your OD. See how Newbee approaches.
And this is like what, 2 racks? 3, even 3 lanes? No, there's a tower. They can get only 2 lanes.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, Faith has been on the money with his Feint script all the time.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Quick 2 set of racks, and there's still 10 seconds without the OD.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, this has been some good fights from the greedy lineup of Newbee. The Chronospheres have been just about on point, but yeah, you know, you take a look at what Faith has been able to accomplish for this team and throwing those Fiend's Grips out to lock down these RNG heroes. He has been super successful in saving Newbee. Ball lightning all the way over. Look for the Mirana. Astro Imprisonment. September alive for now. They're moving forward. I'm not sure they want to keep going up on this. They drop down the arena and it's a complete miss.
Look at how Newbee is using the wards every single time. All the fight. Place the ward, take a fight here. They are very particular in fighting under their vision and defending their vision. And that's why they're executing a team fight a lot better than Dire. Dire is like always running out some area, there's no proper vision, then they're trying to take the messy fights. Not working out so well so far for them.
Bloodthorn now for AQ, still holding on to this Aegis for another 26 seconds. But Monet's showing mid. And they've got Chronosphere available. They have everything up here for the side of Newbee. And they're just posturing so far forward. pressuring this Royal Never Give Up lineup. Wing forward, look for the hoof stomp, but there's the rage. Onto the back lines, though, is AQ. Got the silence out onto the bench. They've gotten down the Supernova. Mugi looking for a potential Chronosphere, but they get the kill on a Super. Now they look over at Flywin, who's on the run. Really do a great job of getting into the back lines here with AQ, but there's the arena coming through from Flywin. It's not going to be enough to save Monet, most likely. And Chronosphere comes in on a Setsu. He's locked down and in a lot of trouble. He gets the Hex out as well as the Sanities to take out Mugi. Faith also dies. They'll buy back on the OD. They've got buyback on the Void as well as the Bane, but they look over at AQ. They'll pop the Lincolns. They'll get the kill. Double kill there for Monet. And all of a sudden, RNG themselves, they hold the high ground.
Another turn of events. Game is not over. A buyback definitely worth it for Dire here. So Raiden still needs to just reset and make a play on the OD. Once they kill the OD the next time, the game will definitely be over. This is the last straw for Dire. Raiden just got a little bit too cocky there.
They got a little overzealous on that one, and it was pretty deep to go solo for just Setsu.
They didn't even have egg. They used egg previously.
Nightmare pulled. Monet trying to take a set of racks. They'll glyph up. They don't want to use the buybacks here on the Newbee's end.
The buyback is worth more than your Rex at this stage. They should give one Rex, but they shouldn't give the second Rex. I don't think they should give two.
Has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under
Who has buyback? The one who has buyback should go and die first and buy some time. Oh my god, none of them have buyback. Oh, Bane has buyback. Okay. Never mind. Dire is retreating. The dance for the Roche will continue.
Potentially up in 49 seconds. This has dropped down into a 5,000 net worth lead here for Newbee. We take a look at that graph. I mean, it has been a wild ride so far. And now we're getting into the tier 4 items. With Shaco, Timeless Relic.
I can't look at the graph. I have no button to click.
Lightning, and they'll try to get this Mars. They've used the Moonlight Shadow. Chronosphere on cooldown for another 6 seconds as Roche, let's see what the time will be.
Yep, the game doesn't change for Raiden. They need to focus on OD no matter what. Chronosphere on OD. And the Storm has to get the bench. On the other hand, Dire is all about saving the OD. Lifestealer has buyback. Yep, he has buyback. So he's gonna be able to be the front line. He wants to get Chronon. And if you're the Void, you do not want to Chronon this Lifestealer.
So this is an Ags. Ags Blessing available on Rush.
Oh, they have no idea this is happening. Yeah. And they need to deward their area first. All this vision on the cliff. And huddle and defend this area. If they don't contest the rush, they still have a really good chance in the game, even though they give up the rush here. And then, so is that a refresher or is that a second rush?
It was Ags Blessing, which has been put on the Storm.
Wow. But still, defend your high ground. Play under your vision. Still the name of the game for Dire. Tetsu needs to be very, very careful of his positioning in the team fights. If he gets caught, game is over. No chance.
Got that second life out for the Void. Storm's got the cheese. He's picked up that Ags Blessing. Just the bottom set of racks and a tier 3 standing here for Royal Never Give Up.
He's getting a butterfly though, but I think he should just buy a refresher. and get the double chrono and double BKB. You're gonna lag a bit. You need some time to get the second chrono because you won't have unless you have totally full mana from the beginning. But otherwise, I think refresher could be a nice finishing item right now. The second chronosphere is gonna be like, it's not even just about the 2 BKB. The 2 chronosphere is actually more important here. So if they get the swap safe, you have another chrono on top of that.
Abyssal on
They have
this
more than
Abyssal.
enough damage right now to kill the heroes.
So we watch as they try to pressure this bottom tier 3. Mugi gonna lead the charge. Wizard back here. He's got the Ags. There's the attempt at getting a spear out, but there's a Nightmare from Faith. Ball lightning all the way in, as well as the Electric Vortex. The Infest comes through. Now they'll pop it immediately. Still holding
Still
strong.
pretty difficult. Yeah, still difficult to go up the. Did he spend all his gold? Yeah, he bought his butterfly. Okay, they should go right now. Storm has BKB if he wants to buy it.
Invisibility.
Oh, doesn't seem like he wants to spend his gold. He wants to keep his buyback.
Spear missed the Monet. Now they've got themselves the Abyssal Blade coming through, but the Fiend's Grip comes in from Faith once again. The Electric Vortex is on to 3 heroes! And now the Sanities drops down. Supernova is out. They look over at Flyby. And they get the kill onto the Mars. They look at the
They
back
still have
lines as well.
Chronosphere.
Setso. Chrono. It's on 2. Mugi trying to finish this game off with the Electric Vortex. Perfectly placed there by AQ. They get the kill on a Setsu as well as Super. Weishi ends up losing his life. He'll buy back immediately. They look over at Flyby to get the kill there on a Mars. But Monet, does he have the damage to hold? I mean, Mugi, he still has a second life to work with. The Electric Vortex, it's on 2 once again. They'll get the kill here onto the Lifestealer. Or will they? Abyssal Blade to try and run. There's the time walk forward as well as the swap coming out on Mugi. They look over to get this kill onto Super. That's 2 heroes dead without buyback. And the Electric Vortex just pulling these heroes in again and again and again. They'll pop the Infest, they'll get the Bash, they'll pop the Lincolns on Mugi. He'll have another one placed on top of him. And now Monet trying to man fight this up against the Faceless Void. They'll take out the Aegis, but the stuns are there. AQ right clicking as well as the Electric Vortex. They get the kill on Monet, and with that, they'll call GG, and Newbee will take the series 2-1.
I mean, what a series by both these teams. This game, Newbee definitely played much better than RNG. How they approach the team fights, the details, the small details that they are focusing on, how they are picking the fights with the vision, how they understand that they shouldn't chase, being very disciplined. Just even though RNG had a much, I think, overall better draft, and Newbie had a much greedier draft, but Newbee were able to when it matters during the team fights. He got a little rocky at the start after they won their lanes, and then RNG mounted a comeback. But at the end of the day, Newbie just were a little bit better than RNG today. So props to them.
Yeah, so Newbee, they take the victory over Royal Never Give Up, and that means we're going to be going on to the next series, which is Vici up against Aster in about 40 minutes. Should have the 1v1 in a little bit earlier than that, but we're going to take a quick break, or, well, an extended break, as we wait for the next best of 3. So we'll be back in just a moment. Stay right there, and stay tuned for the next series coming up soon.